My name's Indio. I'm a painter and a sculptor. We're here in my barn in a studio, which is in a barn on EB Island. And I've been painting and sculpting for 12 years, self-taught. I like working in this barn because it's quiet and I can work in seclusion from everybody and pretty much work when everyone else is asleep. I usually start painting maybe at 12 a.m. and work till 6 a.m. And if I was in an apartment, like in the city or something, I couldn't really do that. The show's titled "The Day the Flowers Died." It's based on a poem I started writing maybe 10 years ago, the title, and then I basically worked it little by little and finished it this year. It's 16 paintings, and basically a new style I'm working in, charcoal, a little bit of oil wash, things like that. I'm originally from Arizona. I moved here about 10 years ago, and the main difference about being out here is skies are always gray, so unfortunately that probably influences my artwork. And maybe it's positive, but my studio is pretty much, it's just a lot of clutter. It serves utilitarian purposes for me. Not a lot of creature comforts here. Mostly, it's pretty much the opposite of what I try to paint. It's cluttered, but when I create and I paint, I try to make things open and empty. Basically, every piece is actually kind of working on the edge of chaos, I guess you could say. I like doing my works like that, where I get something nice looking and then I almost destroy it to the point of ruin, but I usually save it at the end. Basically, you know, thousands of years ago we were painting on walls with our hands, so I think painting is ingrained in us more than something like film or digital. It's been there for thousands of years, which is why I do a lot of painting with my hands and fingertips too. What I originally started doing years ago is I learned to paint the human body and things like that realistically, but what I try to do now is obliterate the body. And I try to do that because I think it shows emotion more. I'm trying to work on what I create it's called the anti-beauty, because what I was doing for years was getting too standard in what I did. I wasn't happy with it. It didn't feel alive. It didn't really touch me in the same way as these really ugly paintings are doing. They're beautiful in their own way, but it just takes a while to see them that way. I consider actually my wall right now is kind of a little gallery to hell, but it's more of a hell is in your head type of thing. You can basically see where I was when I painted these, and it was basically the bottom emotionally, and I guess I had to kind of descend inside to get my works to look the way I wanted them to. It's basically the end of the world, the series, and it goes through the everything dying, but it's not the standard, you know, the buildings collapse type of end of the world, cars crashing off freeways. It's basically the flowers dying, the sky being a very ugly gray, and the people that are living are being obliterated and the sky is devouring them. The series is basically the world ending, and then at the end of the series it focuses on the two lovers at the end of the world, so maybe it's a bit of hope at the end, but I'm not going to give that away. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to be a spooky person. I just make stuff that's true to how I feel. I don't have to have some kind of a, you know, aura about me of, you know, trying to be a spooky, trendy type of guy in any way. Just pretty much honest. I guess it's good to put it into my paintings because it keeps you from destroying yourself. You can destroy a canvas and you make something that lasts. Maybe my next series will be a little less dark, but it's more of a personal journey.